Thank you.
So we're told you can't tell us any secrets about season 3.
I can't, but I can tease things.
What can you tease?
Well, I don't know how much you've already heard, but
Danielle
season
Campbell.
possibly. Did you? Oh well, that's news to me actually. But I love Danielle, so that would be a blast. But season 3, what I'm really excited about it is it's like kind of a fresh plate. You know, the parents are gone. A lot of the ties to their past in what's it called? Where the Vampire Diaries take place. Mystic Falls. Their ties to Mystic Falls are slowly dwindling, and I think this season the new characters that are coming into play are very good. It's going to be a destruction in a lot of different ways, and you see a lot more characters from their past that you've never been introduced to before. So I think when they come into play, it kind of adds just this new mystery and this new sense. It's kind of like a new show almost to me. Like that's what I've read in the first couple, and it's exciting because we've done the 2 seasons so far, and so now to have something fresh every year is always exciting and new. So it's going to be really cool.
Do you think you can be intimidated by these original vampires that are coming back?
You know, what I think is special about Davina is that she's not afraid of anybody. You know, she's really strong. She's been through so much, and it's made her stronger. And I think this year, especially with her new role as regent, she's like the queen of the witches. She has to be strong for her people. She has to do what's best for them. And I think that's going to force her to make decisions that she's uncomfortable with. But at the end of the day, she's going to need to figure out kind of how to make her people respect her and understand her. And she's going to struggle with that because I don't think she's never done it before. You know, she's doing this for the first time, and I think when new people come into play, she's going to need to step up to the plate and show them that they're going to be protected and help them all kind of bond together.
She has been through so much suffering. So how is that for you as a young actress carrying that inside of you? Like how do you put that side of her to bed at the end of the night?
What I love about playing my character is that I've grown up basically with my character now. So I was a teenager when I started the show. I was 18, playing like the 16-year-old girl. Kind of she was in a scared for her life in the attic, and I've grown up now with my cast. And now you see Davina as this strong woman who's leading her people. And for me, there's nothing cooler than getting to play that strong, powerful girl who used to be so scared. I got to ride all the arcs with her, and so for me, it's been quite a ride, and it's been awesome. And I genuinely just love my character, so it's cool.
I see her actively plotting to take down Klaus.
She's always actively plotting to take down Klaus. Yeah, I mean, she's more angry now than ever because he took away her last chance at bringing back the one person she's cared about in a long time. And whether Cole was her first love or just the first person that she genuinely had feelings toward, that she felt understood her, he was really important to her, and she is, I think, going to continue to try and find a way to bring him back. But as of right now, that was her last chance, and she's going to now focus and put her energy in helping her people.
Does that mean she might be approaching Elijah? Because Elijah and Klaus are on the outside, thinking maybe I can turn that brother into my ally.
I think right now she's keeping out of the she's trying to stay away from them. She doesn't want anything to do with the vampires, and I think right now what she's trying to do is just kind of figure out how to lead the people in the best way, and what that really even means and what they need to do.
We heard there's going to be so many new characters coming in, and obviously you probably can't tell us who they are.
Right.
Is there maybe anyone in particular, like a new cast member that you're looking forward to working with, or someone that you know you're?
They actually haven't casted anybody yet.
Oh, okay.
So
can you kind of tease what the character is then a little bit? Or?
They're going to be deceiving. That's a very key thing, and that's something. It'll make sense when you see it. But I think what's cool about the season 2 is there's going to be a lot of unexpected twists that you're not going to be expecting. That's going to be really, really fun. Yes.
Are you having a good time? Have you got some fans of this historical fan art?
Honestly, Comic-Con. It's unreal. Like there's no place like it. It's growing every year. Honestly, I love coming here. It was so. I remember the first year. It's like so overwhelming. overwhelming. There's so many people that I've worshipped on TV or movies, and then there's also so many amazing fans that are dressed up in all these amazing costumes they've spent so much time on, and then just genuine fans of the show, which is such a huge honor. So it's been amazing, and the energy here is you can't replicate it. It's awesome. It's so cool.
What are some things that you geek out for? Like what is
I love Game of Thrones. I'm of a vast majority of people that really love that show, but I really enjoy it. I love comics, so all of honestly, like Spider-Man, Batman, everything, I'm a huge fan of. What else? I love Hunger Games. I think that's just such a well done show. That was shot in Atlanta, which was pretty cool. Honestly, there's so much. I feel like the industry is just getting more and more interesting with just everything that's going on. So I'm really excited about it.
Just touching back on the originals, what's going on with like Dean and Marcel? They always have a special bond between them.
I think they always will, because he was the one person who she'll always be able to rely on, and I really feel like they have kind of the big brother little sister relationship where they'll be annoyed with each other a lot of the time, and then at the end of the day, no matter if someone needs something, it's like they're always going to be there for them, and I think that's a really unique bond that they have. And Charles and I are really close, and he's honestly it's a special relationship that they have, and I'm so lucky to have the cast that I do, and I think that it makes it it shows on screen, and I think that it makes it really special.
Who are you kind of rooting for to have some romance?
I always think that I really like the Elijah Haley storyline. I think that's just like you want it so bad, and then they can't have it, so that makes you want it more. I just like that stuff is so good. It's so good.
What about Jackson?
Oh, I love Jackson. I love him too, but they're already together at the moment. So it's like once Haley and him get together, then you kind of switch, and you're just like, well, wait, what about poor Jackson? He needs somebody too. What about? So it just
Maybe Jackson's for her.
Hey, you never know what happens. It could be.
You'd be open to that, right?
Totally. Who wouldn't be? Honestly, the guys on our show, they're lookers, and there's no question about it. So, but yeah, we have a good group of people.
Can you talk a little bit about the craziest stunt that you've been through on the show, and if you've ever sustained any bad bumps and bruises or injuries?
Ooh, okay, our show's really cool for that reason, because there's stunts going on all the time because it's supernatural and whatnot. But I think it was season 1, we did this stunt where Davina rose three witches into the air, snapped their necks, and they dropped down. And I remember that setup was so cool to watch, and obviously I wasn't doing it, but I felt like I was, because I'm doing something so simple as raising my hand, and then they drop down when I do that. It was so cool. To me, that was really fun to do. There was a fight scene at the beginning of season 2 where there's like this brawl in one of the bars, and I'm fighting with like a werewolf, and I get an ass kicking, but we had to learn the choreography for it, so it was still really fun to do, and you have to learn how to fall correctly. And honestly, I think stunts are some of the coolest things ever. I think stuntmen and women are amazing. So cool. Oh, there's plenty they won't let me do. It doesn't stop me from asking, but some point I think I want to take some classes in it so that I can do it, because it's really fun. I really enjoy fighting. Like I box in Atlanta for it's a good workout, but it's generally really cool. So I think it'd be hard to do your lines as well as the fighting, but I think if you kind of get in the habit of it and you know the choreography, it makes it a lot easier.
Did you ever share any stories about antics on set, or do you guys play pranks on one another on set?
People play pranks on each other literally all the time, but sometimes it's just like really little things, and if I were to try to retell the story, it wouldn't make it would just be like, oh, that's funny. Like it's not that good. And I can never recall, for example, there's this flying monkey that's like you slingshot it, and it scares, and it obviously it slingshots across the room, and it makes this obnoxious noise. We were doing a night scene once, and we're to the bathrooms. You have to go down this cobbly street, and it's dark, so you can't see anything. Thank you so much. And someone had pulled that while I was walking, and I was walking alone, and I could not have screamed louder. It was terrifying. And then you look at it, and it's just this little monkey, and it's embarrassing. So that's a story, but it's like little things. So it's fun though. Everyone's cool.
Payback?
Oh, payback's coming. Payback's coming. I want it to be a story. I want it to be worth telling.